Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Latchkey Friends, the podcast.
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. I'm
It's a
never
pod.
going to get tired of that, ever.
Sooner or later, we're going to figure out how to get the podcast to be like on a podcasting software like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. But right now, we're just making videos.
We're just making videos. Yeah, it's cool. It's fine.
So
It works.
it looks like the transformation is complete.
It is. It's done now. Yep. So everything's up. Got my wood accent wall. Walls painted, furniture. It's all good now.
Okay, so like you're in a professional studio, just like me.
Just like you are. You're in a professional studio. Look at all that equipment behind you.
Bunch of equipment, and look, you've got the table and the desk and all sorts. Yours all looks classy, and mine looks like a band room in the bunker.
Well, I'm in a classy bunker, I guess. I don't know. Not as many fun things.
Yeah, one of the things I think has been funny about quarantine is everybody's just like going on walks every second of every day. What'd you do? Go on a walk. I'm feeling sad.
What'd you do? I rode a bike up the canyon. What'd you do? I hiked a trail.
I went on a walk.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're making a
Sitting
podcast.
here doing a podcast.
Making a podcast. So because for me, like exercise has never been my jam. What about you?
I don't love it. No.
See,
I don't. I do jazzercise.
You do like to do jazzercise. You like to do jazzercise.
Yeah.
For me, I like to go on the elliptical. Everybody hates the elliptical. I like to go on the
love it
because I like to watch TV while I'm doing it.
Yeah, it's a good one to do.
It's a good one, but I like basically have a really bad history of working out.
Yeah, then you do. So I could see why maybe you don't love it.
So it just felt like it's never quite worked for me. So should we talk about?
You've done group classes before. You came to jazzercise once. It took how many years to finally convince you to come to jazzercise?
To jazzercise, it was a one and done sort of situation.
Yeah, it was one and that was it. We're never coming again.
I feel like that's not the only one and done experience that I've had. Mm-hmm. So way back, probably, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years ago, one of my friends at my last job convinced me to go to a yoga class. So
I wrote about your bad hips.
I think this was before I had my bad hips.
Okay, maybe this caused your bad hips.
Yeah, so I figured I was going to go to yoga class. And the reason why I said, well, I'm going to tell another thing. I just changed my mind. I used to go to group fitness classes all the time.
Yeah.
I used to go to spin class. And the teacher, he is a man named Kelly. Kelly, I hope you're listening. And one of the things I think is weird about spin class is when everybody wears bicycle shorts and sometimes even the bicycle tops to spin class.
That's weird to me.
It's like,
I mean, you literally don't need them for like aerodynamics. Why are you wearing that?
Exactly. So I would go to spin class and just be wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt, which seemed normal because I was not in a race. But Kelly, who taught the spin class, always came totally geared up, and he was a great spin instructor, but he's wearing the very tight, very, very tight bike shorts. And I remember one day, like spin class was going to start in like 10 minutes. So before I'm over there working out, I'm doing some bench press stuff, and Kelly comes and he stands right next to me in his bike shorts. He's like, hi. And there's this great Simpsons episode when Ned Flanders is wearing some sort of a lycra ski outfit, and he says, it's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing. And that's all I could think of as I was doing bench press, and Kelly was sitting very close to me.
What was sitting close to you?
Kelly.
I heard there's a rumor you have your own lycra bike. What do they call them? Sets or something?
Yeah, I've got a kit.
Kit. That's what it's called, a kit.
My last job, I had marketing versions of everything, including a cycling kit. And so I had the butt shorts for cycling.
Yeah.
And, when I got into spin class, I learned how hard those seats are and why you do want to have the butt pants.
Here's the thing. Let's just bring this up for a short second. Took me years to get you to come to jazzercise with me. I hate spin class, like hate it. And I will go with you and Jerry to spin class. Let's just put that out there. I did say you couldn't wear your kit, or I would not be coming if you were wearing your kit.
Yeah, because like me, like a normal person, if you're gonna wear that, wear it underneath there. Do a little padding.
Yeah,
You don't have to be
with your other shorts.
like wearing nothing at all. Nothing at
Like
all.
nothing at all.
Nothing at all. So anyway, group fitness classes, spin class, I figured out how to do. That seemed to be okay. Then one time a friend said, you should really go to yoga with me. And I thought, okay, I'm only going to yoga because it seems easy. And what I think that the problem was, you're shaking your head. The problem is I thought yoga was the same thing as just like meditation.
No, yoga is so hard. It is so hard.
I thought we were just going to go there and sit quietly.
And take a nap?
Yes.
You're like, yeah, I'll go to that class. We're taking a nap.
So we get into spin class and there's a few things I learned. First, I learned that it's not easy. And I learned that you're putting your body in positions that mine is not used to going. Also, I learned very quickly that I was not dressed properly.
What did you wear? Your yoga pants?
I was not wearing yoga pants. I was wearing my spin outfit, not my shorts, not my butt shorts, just wearing a regular, like a basketball t-shirt or something like that. And I start moving over and like my shirt's just like.
Things are coming out. I'm wearing those lycra shorts underneath.
I'm like, I feel so bad for whoever's standing behind me.
Wow.
Sorry,
Lots
ladies.
of movements that you're.
There was a lot. And things are, the teacher's moving one way and I'm moving the wrong way. And she's trying to, kind of do this to me. You're doing great. All of our first timers, you're doing great.
Yeah.
My shirt's over my head. And we made it through the whole class. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. But we made it towards the end and we were doing some sort of move where you were supposed to put your head on the floor or at least near unto the floor.
Yeah.
And I knew I was not going to get all the way to the floor. And the teacher said, if any of you might need a little bit of help, and she's looking directly at me, we have these little styrofoam pads that you can set down. So that way you can set your forehead on it. And I said, okay, well, that's cool. It was pink. It was a pink styrofoamish sort of a thing, a block. And so I went over in front of the whole class and I walked up and I think I was the only one who got the block and I put it down and I leaned my forehead on it. And the whole time I'm doing yoga, I'm thinking, why am I sweating so much? Why am I sweating so much? Am I the only one who's sweating so much? Again, I thought it was a meditation class. We finished the class. Like, it turns out you only get to do the meditation part for like the last 30 seconds. It's like thinking a spin class is like that 5 seconds at the end when you get to stretch your legs.
Yeah.
So I finished spin class. I'm just sweating to death. My friend says, so how did you like it? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, you did so good. You did really good. But then she says, she's like, you looked really good. And she's trying to hold back a laugh, which I thought was rude.
Why?
And I'm like, she's saying I did good. We both know that I didn't do good. I go in and I walk into the locker room and there's a giant mirror there. And I look in the mirror and on my forehead, it says something like Wilson or whatever the name of the brand of the block, but in reverse. Because I've been leaning my head on the block and sweating.
Printed the name.
It's like indented. It's not only indented it, but it's like the pink dye has bled all over my forehead.
Yeah.
It's trying to be nice, but really she saw that I had Wilson.
I don't know what's worse, that or farting in yoga class. It's so quiet in there.
I kept all of everything in my guts.
That's good.
Just my clothing that was.
This is like right here.
And the thing on.
Did it come off? How long did you have that imprint on?
I don't know, like forever. I came off eventually. It was my mark of shame. So that was
fitness classes. So you're sticking strictly now with spin.
Well,
which we can do.
Yeah. So I once upon a time learned about like at home fitness tapes.
Yeah.
And for a while.
Like Taibo? Did you do Taibo?
No, but I think that we probably have a Taibo VHS tape somewhere here in the basement.
Jane Fonda workouts?
Yeah.
You done those?
My mom did a lot of jazzercise just like you.
Yeah. It's cool.
It's
All the
cool.
cool kids are doing it.
I learned about P90X.
Okay. I remembered it well. I thought you didn't do the full thing though. It's not P90X. What was it?
So let's talk about first what P90X is. P
Okay.
stands for
What does it stand for?
something. I don't know what P stands for. Performance, maybe.
Okay.
The 90 was stood for 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
And the X stood for extreme.
Okay.
Right? Now, I had a feeling that I wouldn't be able to do the extreme part of that. And luckily, my friend Brett had a version of P90X that was just called P90.
So you didn't get the X part.
They took off the X. And so it was like you'd work kind of hard, like a little hard.
Yeah.
But it was still supposed to be this 90-day thing. And I had like 4 DVDs, and it was just like the jazzercise that my mom used to watch on TV, where there were, you know how they used to have like 3 different pillars, and
The
there's
levels. Yeah.
low impact up to the person who's going really fast.
Yeah.
I was always the person in the back who was just like barely moving. Okay, for most of you, you're doing a high kick, but if you're in the low impact, just think about kicking. So that was
Maybe just take a nap.
Yeah, just try to stay upright. So I did all 90 days, and you didn't have to use any weights, or you had to like tape a square, like a hopscotch line on the carpet. And
Yeah.
I did a lot of jumping. I did a lot of jumping about, but they would do that, and then they would do exercise bands. And I thought that I had I do. I have I brought a prop to the podcast.
Because people that are listening can see that.
Yeah, so
So
people
explain what that is.
Okay, I've got this exercise band. It's got the hand grippers on it. It's an official kind of but the thing that's most important is this. Can you describe what this is that we're seeing here?
It looks like a styrofoam circle stuck on the end of this thing.
Yeah.
This rubber band pulling thing.
Yeah, so I've got a regular exercise band, but this thing, this circle thing, if I put it up behind the door, so if I open the door and put this through the door and then close it, theoretically, I can sit and I can do this. I can pull that
from the door. Yeah.
So I'm basically doing these pressy things. I'm good at working
They're called pressy things?
Chest
Is that the official term?
Yeah,
pressy
things. So I have to, it'd be like, okay, for the next 3 minutes, you're gonna jump a lot. So and then it's like, okay, now you're gonna do these kind of
How is it to jump without peeing your pants? It's been a while since I've been able to do that.
Feels like a trick question. Pretty good. How's it going for you?
I guess P90 or P90X is not going to work for me because jumping is not a possibility.
Now I see why you were asking me what the P stood for.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you were peeing your pants the whole time. Continue.
So anyway,
you're doing your pressy thingies.
Doing pressy thingies.
Yeah, that thing's in the door.
Out on the closet door, and I'm really getting after it.
Yeah, like feeling super tough.
And the next thing I know, I pull it.
Yeah.
And I see this projectile missile. That's how they call it in England, a missile.
A missile.
All I can see is
for our English fans.
For the people on the other side of the pond, this circle thing comes flying right at my forehead with very much velocity and dunks me right in the head, and I just collapsed to the floor.
Did it knock you out?
I was literally knocked out. No, I didn't like black out, but it was
like someone punched you in the face.
The forehead. And then I can hear over there on the TV, 39 more seconds. So
did it leave a mark?
Yes.
Have another imprint?
I got another imprint. So now it says Wilson, but in the middle there's a giant circle.
Circle, like a donut, just punched you right in the forehead.
Yeah. So that was, so far I failed at group fitness classes.
Yeah. And at home obviously is not working for you.
Yeah, at home is too violent.
It's too much for you.
Too intense.
Yeah.
Going to the elliptical at work is awesome. I can watch TV. But even working out at work has ended up kind of going badly for me.
So solo working out at the gym at work is not good for you either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it the elliptical?
Well, it was kind of the lighting system.
The lighting system. How has the lighting system ruined your workout?
So a couple of buildings ago,
Yeah.
we work in this space that had a big, nice gym. It was really nice, big windows overlooking the mountains. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you'd sit and run on the elliptical, and it was like you were running outdoors. I had everything that I needed.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because I don't really want to go outdoors.
No, why would you want to do that? That's silly.
Yeah.
Why work out outdoors when you can work out inside?
Yeah, and the time of the year was late fall, maybe early winter.
Oh, so you
And
can just
that's
see the beauty of the mountain,
just the snow
the
cresting.
serenity.
Yeah, I was feeling a lot of serenity as I was going like this back and forth.
Uh-huh.
But I remember it was later in the year because it got dark in Utah, like 5:30, the sun's going down at that time of the day. We were a very energy efficient building.
Yeah.
So they had the lights in the gym on like a sleep timer. I was the only one in there. And so sometimes you'd be working out and the lights would just turn off.
Uh-huh.
Not a huge
So
deal.
you have to do one of these things where you're like, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. So think of that being on the elliptical, going back and forth. It's very dangerous for a guy like me.
Yeah, a lot of things could happen.
But I navigated it like a champ, enough flopping about, and the lights would turn back on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, additionally, not that big of a deal because there was a giant window in there. So
there's some light.
But by the time I finished my workout, there was really no natural light. It's getting dark. Finish up my workout. I go into the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go get in the shower. So I walk into the locker room. It was a row of lockers. There was probably like 3 of them high. They were the small kind.
Yeah.
I had my clothes in there. I had put my clothes there, and I believe that I took my towel with me and put the towel over the railing of the shower or on the hook or something like that. I'm having my shower, scrubbing it up, getting clean as you do.
Your gym teacher would be proud.
Next thing you know, oh man, don't get me started on Mr. Knudsen.
That's a whole nother episode that we're going to talk to Greg about.
Greg back on the phone. So anyway, I'm having a shower, and next thing you know, lights out. Lights out.
Just dark.
Probably pitch black.
Pitch black. You're in the shower.
I'm in the shower. I'm in the locker room. So I'm like 3 walls removed from any sort of natural light.
Yeah.
This is problematic for a couple of reasons. One, I'm naked in the shower.
Like some people are.
Yeah, not everyone. Number 2, you might say, okay, well, why don't you just grab your cell phone and shine your flashlight? Cell phone was in my locker. Okay.
Those tiny little lockers, yeah.
So now I get out of the shower. Try this for our audio viewers. My eyes are closed, and I'm trying to wander around, feeling.
And feel your way. Are you looking for your phone at this point?
I'm trying to find anything.
Is anyone else in this room with you? Are you alone in the?
I'm completely alone. I'm completely alone in the entire gym.
Yeah.
Potentially completely alone in the entire building. I don't know. It's pitch black.
Yeah.
So they're feeling my way across all these lockers to try to find my stuff. And you know what I'm unable to do? Find my stuff or my locker. So it's still completely black. I feel like there's sometimes a night light plugged in by the sink. I work my way around out of the locker area to the sink area, still completely black. I think the only thing for me to do is try to get to the door, open the door, and do this.
The arms waving.
The hand wave.
But here's the problem. I'm assuming you didn't find your clothes.
No clothes.
Okay.
And at this point, I have no idea if there's people inside of the gym. So when I open the door and flop around, I have no idea what's going to meet me.
Because you're literally wearing nothing at all at this point. It's not just the spandex, where it's like wearing nothing at all.
Yeah.
You're literally wearing nothing at all.
So I make it to the door, and you might think, oh, you could just push the door open.
Yeah.
No, we had fancy doors that had a handle. So I'm having to like rub my hands down the door to try to
Uh-huh.
find the handle
Yeah.
and get the handle to open and then push it open and to do a big flop, which I do successfully. The lights turn on.
Anybody there?
No
But
one's
that'd be funny if it's like, surprise!
right.
Room is full.
So myself was pretty scared.
HR is called.
Open the door, get enough light. So now I'm trying to prop the door open
Uh-huh.
with my leg because there's still no light in there.
Yeah.
Trying to find where the light is. I am able to see the night light. It's unplugged and sitting on the sink. So somebody could plug in a hair dryer.
Because it's like you men need.
I'm 40 years old and have still never used a hair dryer. Well, what do you?
Guess you don't need to. It's for convenience, that hairdo you got.
So I am able to put the night light in and find my stuff. It was traumatic.
So, did you work out again?
I wrote the facilities department a really long email for a friend saying that there was
Hey,
something.
a friend said, I'm replying for a friend.
I don't think I worked out there again.
That would be traumatic.
It was too traumatic. But
Now we have the nice gyms, and your lesson learned is not to work out. Working out is 1, embarrassing. You got that thing written on your forehead. 2, dangerous.
Yeah.
And 3, for a never nude like you, is traumatic.
Yeah.
When you have to walk around naked.
So everything has been pretty okay at the new gym, with one exception. Okay.
Yeah.
We are very lucky we have towel service. What a great thing.
Yeah.
I've never been in the women's locker room.
Uh-huh.
That you may have.
Good thing. I have, yeah.
If you were to use a towel for a shower there, where would you find the towel?
It's inside the locker room, just as you come in the door. It's inside there. There's shelf of towels.
You might grab a towel, have a shower.
Yeah.
If you were so to choose. The men's locker room, however, not assembled that same way. The towels are out
on the outside
of the men's locker room.
Uh-huh.
Curious, right?
Yeah, I've always wondered that.
So, having a workout, I'd been watching my programs while I was working on the elliptical, feeling pretty good about myself. I had burned upwards of 200 calories.
So like a Snickers bar?
But had made some great progress on my series, my web series I was watching.
Which is the important thing.
So I go in, I have my shower, I have my gym bag. You may or may not know that, like, what I like to do is I get dressed in my gym clothes in the morning. I pack up my work clothes, put them in my bag.
Uh-huh.
I get there, I work out, I shower, I get in my work clothes, and then I go to work. One of the drawbacks is almost always there's some article of clothing that I've forgotten.
Constantly.
Hey.
You'll come up to the cubicle saying, I forgot my socks.
No belt today. Hope we don't have to walk quickly. No socks. I will be wearing these slacks and these ankle socks that I work on. It's not a perfect system. But this day, on this workout day, I felt pretty good. Got out of the shower. All of my articles of clothing were in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
There was one article that I, however, did not have. And
What would that be?
I'm changing my mind. This was after work. I can tell you, it was after work. So that's why I had all my articles of clothing.
That's why you had all your articles of clothing. Yeah.
So I
started out with that.
Yeah. So I got out of the shower, go to put on my articles of clothing that I know that I have, realize I'm missing one thing, the towel.
And the problem is the towel is outside the door.
Yeah, outside.
And the other problem is outside the door is a wall of windows that overlooks the parking garage where everybody walks out at night to.
Yeah, and it was night, and so all of the illumination is coming from the gym. It's also right next door to the women's locker room.
Yeah.
So
could be awkward.
What are the choices here?
What'd you do? Did you dry off with your dirty clothes?
I dried off with my dirty clothes enough. And then I put on my shorts. In the most bold move that I'd ever done. I ran really quickly out the door, grabbed my towel and ran back in.
Again, for a never nude like you,
I'm
that is an extremely bold move.
almost always wearing my cutoff shorts.
Yeah, which I'm surprised you weren't showering in. Your
Yeah.
cutoff jean shorts.
Yeah. So that's the deal at the gym. So the
Did
lesson
you get
is,
caught? Did you get an HR violation?
no, facilities didn't write me an email back. No, but I'm sure that whoever is outside got a really impressive albino show.
Yeah.
Really. So
But you
I
got
think
your towel. Everything's good.
everything's good. And
But now here we are in our bunker.
yeah, no working out.
You working out? You doing your P90 again?
No, I thought
No.
I thought about it. No.
You doing the quarantine 15 workout?
What's that?
It's where you just gain 15 pounds.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now that I know that it has a name, I feel much better about it.
Yeah, now it's an official workout. Just
Yeah.
eat all you want and never do anything.
I'm in.
It's good for your mental and physical health.
Yeah. So down in the basement, no external light, no.
Yeah.
This is really good. It's working. For
Yeah.
me.
I've had intentions of working out every day, but I don't. It's not fun.
It's injury prone. It's injury riddled with injuries.
Yeah. I hear you. We're old.
So there you have it.
Joint problems,
There you have
you
it.
know?
So quarantine, for all of you guys out there in quarantine, just stay where you are.
Don't work out.
It's safer in the basement.
Just stay here forever.
Yeah.
Eat
All
your
right.
Doritos. It's fine.
Eat your
Your
Doritos.
cheesy poops. What else?
We made it. 14 episodes.
This is 14. 14 episodes. Spencer's workouts. It's
Yeah.
pretty great.
It's an inspirational thing. It's
Yeah, you're
basically
going to inspire so many people to not work out.
If you want to look like this, it's going to take absolutely no effort. Well, thanks for letting me kind of make a fool of myself.
Yeah. It's my favorite thing to do. You can do it anytime.
Yeah. So if people want to watch us make fools of ourselves, where are they going to find it?
We're on all the social medias. We're on the Twitter, the Instagram, the Facebook, sometimes the LinkedIn, the YouTube, all at Latchkey Friends. And you can even find us at latchkeyfriends.com. And maybe one day we'll actually be a real podcast and be on some sort of podcast app.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. We'll get there.
One day. We'll get there.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. If you ever need an exercise buddy, don't call.
Lesson learned. Don't work out with Spencer. It's dangerous.
All right, friends. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to have more Latchkey Friends with you soon at Latchkey Friends. Great to host you. Talk to you later.